Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast. Before I get started with the reading, I just want to take a second and thank all of my subscribers. Thank you guys so very much. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, and just all of your positive feedback. If you are interested in receiving additional guidance from the weekly and monthly tarot forecast that I offer here on my channel, I do actually draw and upload every single day a daily oracle guidance card to my Instagram and Facebook pages. So if you're interested in receiving additional guidance, please head over and like me on Facebook or follow me on Instagram. If you are interested in receiving a private reading from me, I do actually have linked below in the description bar my website, so head over to my website and read about how I offer my private readings. And make sure that for these weekly tarot forecasts you are watching your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign to get the most insight. Some weeks you will resonate more with your sun sign, other weeks you will resonate more with your rising sign or ascendant sign, and then sometimes you might even resonate with all three, your sun, moon, and rising sign. So again, I just want to thank you guys so very much for all of your support. You guys are truly amazing. Thank you for all of the positive feedback, your likes, your shares, your comments. I do wish you all a wonderful week. Stay tuned for the reading. Hi Libra, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of October 3rd through the 9th. This is for Libra Sun, Libra Moon, and Libra Rising signs. So happy birthday Libra, if you have a birthday this week. All right, let's see. Okay, Libra. At the bottom of the deck, I have Judgment. Okay. So for some Libras, you certainly could be making a judgment. You could be making a decision or a judgment call this week. For some other Librans, you could be receiving a judgment. Maybe it's something legal that's coming through for you this week, or you could be receiving a decision that's very important. Maybe it's a decision that allows you to rise up from a difficult time within your life. This is a healing energy, so I see many of you being reborn in a sense, moving on to something new. Let's see here. So the overall energy, Libra, for the week is the Ten of Pentacles. So this is beautiful. This is financial abundance, success, feeling quite secure. You could be spending a lot of time with the family this week. But also the Ten of Pentacles represents an inheritance. It represents property. So with Judgment here, for some of you, there could have been like a legal dispute, something dealing with assets, property, or an inheritance. There could have been something that has been going on, and this certainly could be you receiving that decision when it comes to, you know, family, property, assets, or an inheritance. I do see many of you with the Six of Swords here, you're moving forward. You're moving towards peace of mind. For some of you, you could be traveling. With the Ten of Pentacles here, this is you maybe moving to a new home or moving forward mentally, moving towards peace of mind, moving towards maybe the truth with the King of Swords here. You know, this is definitely your energy, no matter if you're male or female. So moving towards maybe seeing something clearly. The King of Swords definitely for me represents a truth seeker. This is someone who wants to, you know, cut to the bottom of things, cut to the truth of the matter. So this could be you moving towards seeing something clearly, or you just simply moving forward, Libra, with your life in some way. Now, for some of you, you could be physically moving to a new home or moving closer to your family. And then for some other Librans, this is you just maybe mentally moving forward with your life. And I see you very empowered this week. I have the Emperor underneath the King of Swords here. So I see many of you just coming through very strong. Maybe you feel more empowered this week. For some of you, this is you moving towards taking back your power or taking control of a situation for some Librans. There could be communication coming through with the Page of Pentacles. This could be like financial news or an opportunity, an offer coming through, or just information coming through. For some of you, this King of Swords can be an attorney. So for some of you, your attorney could be contacting you, maybe in regards to like a legal case. But I see you coming through very successful with whatever this is. If this is good, you know, just simply good news coming through, or maybe an opportunity coming through for some Librans, I see you moving towards success. With the Emperor and the Ten of Pentacles here, I see you moving towards more stability in your life. The only caution I really have for you this week would be this moon energy. Because the moon can represent the unknown. So, you know, oftentimes when we're dealing with a situation that is a little uncertain, this energy will come in. It can be a little bit more of like a heavier emotional energy. The moon likes to keep things hidden. It likes to keep things in the dark. This energy can also be a tricky energy. It can bring in a lot of fear-based energies. It can bring in a lot of confusion. When it comes to like dealing with a certain situation, you might feel more confused with this energy here. You could be worrying a little bit more with this energy. But what's really positive is because I think that you're focused on the truth, or focused on, you know, cutting through any BS or cutting to the truth of the matter. I see many of you like cutting through the confusion. Definitely taking control, cutting through the confusion. And I think that time is on your side too. I think that, you know, you're surrounded this week by a very blessed energy, and judgment is a karmic energy. So I do feel like the things that are happening for you, Libra, at this time are very much meant to happen. With the Wheel of Fortune here, you have the moon with the Wheel of Fortune. So this wheel is turning. So whatever was maybe left in the dark, or whatever you've been dealing with some certain uncertainty around, this wheel is turning. So the Wheel of Fortune represents a cycle ending, a new cycle beginning. This wheel is turning. So this is some change that's definitely taking place this week for you. And this is destiny. So this is, you know, things happening that are very much meant to happen. This is a very blessed, fortunate energy. So I see many of you moving towards new beginnings. And you have two pages here in the spread. You have the Page of Cups underneath the moon, and then we also have that Page of Pentacles. So communication is very, very significant this week. And this is, you know, for some of you, this could be news that you've been expecting, just news that's going to make you incredibly happy. So with this Wheel of Fortune here, with this very blessed energy here, and this wheel turning, you know, this communication is coming through. It's just the, you know, perhaps the right time for things to move forward, for things to now progress. And we do have the Queen of Cups next to the Page of Cups here. There could be a water sign person, a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces person, male or female. That's quite significant this week. This could be a family member. This could be a spouse. This could be a person who's communicating with you. Maybe this is a person you are waiting to hear from. Pisces is coming through really strong, so there could be a Pisces person that you've been waiting to hear from. And then for some other Librans, you know, yes, you're very logical, you're in the mind, you're planning things out, and you're very focused, but also, you know, this could be you highly, highly intuitive this week with the moon and the Queen of Cups here. Just very, very intuitive, listening to your intuition with maybe moving forward. You know, the Queen of Cups also represents that emotional abundance. So I see you, you know, in a really good place financially this week, Libra, but also emotionally, I see you in a really good place. Even though, you know, we have the moon here, some of you, you know, you might feel a little bit more emotional this week. But, you know, I'm not feeling like that's a bad thing at all. Just take caution with that energy of the moon. If you start to worry, which I don't really see that here, but if you're one of those, you know, Librans who might be worrying a little bit, just try to change your focus. Now, for some Librans, you know, you could be spending a lot of time with family or even, you know, children. There could be children that are quite significant. Maybe you and your child or your children are moving to a new home or moving forward in some way. This could be like maybe this is a divorce that has been going on for some of you, and you're moving forward. I see you moving towards more stability. I see many of you just very empowered this week. Yeah, and surrounded by some very, very blessed, fortunate energy. So let me pull you an additional guidance card, Libra. Libra, additional guidance for Libra. For some Librans, you could have maybe an older gentleman. This could be the person who's communicating with you or even making an offer to you. There could be like an older, established man who's very, very stable, maybe making an offer to you this week. This could be a father. This could be a grandfather for some Librans. Now, the card that I just chose for you, Libra, is Aurora. You are flying high right now, which may threaten others, but do not descend, because others will soon become inspired by your example. Beautiful. I love this energy, Libra. You are flying high right now. It definitely looks like you're going to have an amazing week, Libra. Overall, you have some amazing energies to work with. I do hope that you found this reading helpful, and I hope you have a great week. Take care.